Hit OK. Yeah. What? Wait, what the? No! Yeah! Just go in! It's a JavaScript file. Who fucking cares? Greetings, Internet, and welcome back to Krazy Ken. We are back with the OS 9 installation menstruation frustration. Yeah, so where we left off was I tried this new disk on the iMac G4, the Luxo model, and it still didn't work. So we're gonna do something scientists call process of elimination, which we've kind of been doing this whole time. So now I'm taking the fresh image I just burned and trying it on a different computer. And we're gonna try to eliminate as many variables and other shit as possible to keep this control. In you go, and let's refresh. The screen is so dark I can't even see the cursor. There, oh my gosh, this is, whoa. There it is. I just got an exercise update. Oh, an update on your day. I just got my fitness thing going on there. You can't really see it. Bad angle. There you go. Alright, there is no OS on this computer at all right now. So hopefully nothing else interferes with OS 9 here. And once it loads, there we go. And hopefully it works. Okay, so here we are in the live CD version of macOS 9. We're going to try using the macOS installer icon. Hopscotch. Speaking of scotch. Yeah, oh my gosh, why is scotch in the name hopscotch? Isn't hops also related to booze? So you have hops and scotch, two boozy things in a kid's game? Wow. That's dark. Anyway, continue. There is a problem with the program file. You cannot open the target select file because of an error. Why? Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay, let's try this other installer. I don't know, maybe I didn't have a bad disk. Maybe I just have bad computers. We have tried installing on how many different computers now? 3? And they are all showing different problems. So it's like, it's a little hard to narrow it down to what the issue is because it seems to be different every time. So let's see what happens with this. Nope. Still doesn't work. Alright, so I'm back in my office here and I found another copy of OS 9.2.1. And this one seems to be installing so far. The only other difference I made, so this is not a very controlled experiment, is I unchecked the option to update the hard disk drivers. So I don't know if either of those two things had to do with the issue, but it seems to be fixed so far. So far during this entire journey, let's just call it, the installer has never made it to 16 minutes remaining, so hopefully I didn't jinx it. Hopefully OS 9 actually continues installing. This has been a bit of a bitch of an experiment. I didn't think it would take this long, honestly. Keep my sanity. Everything's okay. Everything's okay! I can't believe it. It's actually still working. Yo. Poured scotch on the computer and it was just fine. Oh, that's the other variable I forgot to mention. I did change that in the experiment. Pouring booze on the computer makes them work better. It's almost like the opposite of pouring booze into a human. Are you freaking shitting me? It got this far, and a JavaScript file couldn't install? And it has to abort the whole thing? It's a JavaScript file. Who fucking cares? Alright, well. Let's hit OK, see what happens. An error has stopped the installation process. Some software has not been installed. Oh. Hang on. Maybe it doesn't have to abort the whole thing. Okay. Let's try it again. And then if that doesn't work, let's skip it. Okay. Maybe this will work. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll be darned. It actually worked. Holy shit. This is amazing! Okay, so we're gonna hit quit and pray that the thing can actually reboot. Fingers crossed. Alright, installation so far looks like it actually succeeded. Now, to boot it up. I'm also going to eject the disk while we're at it. Can I just do that from here? I know normally you can hold down the mouse button, but I can't seem to get that to work with this computer. Command, yep, there we go, Command E. Bam. Alright, let's see what we got. Happy face, good start. Actually, I shouldn't abuse that disk. That might be the only one that frickin' works. I don't know. OS 9.2 starting up. Shit, I think we may have actually succeeded. Just for the record, it's currently 9:21 local time. I started filming this two-parter, which originally was going to be a one-parter. I started filming this two-parter at 4. So this is, with a dinner mixed in, this has gone on for 5 hours and 20 minutes. I'm so good at spending my Saturday evening. Okay, cool abstract wallpaper. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Finally, after all of these great tribulations, we have macOS 9.2 installed on an iBook G3 clamshell. So, earlier, I did mention that I needed OS 9 installed for a very specific reason. And that reason is about to be revealed. But you won't see what goes down until a future Krazy Ken episode. So, let's have a look. I'm going to start by plugging in what I lovingly call the flask drive, because it looks like a flask, but it is actually a 1/4 terabyte FireWire portable hard drive. And yes, there is the setup assistant and all that good stuff, but we will shade that for now. Shade this for now as well. Yes, there is Wi-Fi on here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come over here to where the FireWire is. Oh wait, hang on a second. This isn't the FireWire model, is it? Ha! Oh shit! I thought I had the FireWire model. Well, son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to transfer all this stuff through USB. I'm guessing that's not 2.0, so it's gonna be very slow. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm in for a treat. Okay, so I have the hard drive, the flash drive, if you will, and it's using a USB connector instead of FireWire. So it's going to be a lot slower, but as of right now, it's the only way I can transfer this data. Now, I just realized, since this model doesn't have FireWire, it may not be able to run the software I want it to run. But I have a backup for that too. So, let's plug it in and just see what happens. Oh, yep. Listen to that. Yep, so it cannot be powered off of this, which was my fear. So, I'm going to need to get a flash drive, something that can be bus powered. It's going to be slow anyway, so whatever. And I'll transfer the data that way. Alright, so I took one of my old flash drives and reformatted it to work with this computer and put the software on it. So let's see if it works. Just watch it not work, like everything else tonight. Mother... Tough. This one's a toughie. Okay. Well, that's a problem. We're gonna have to eject it. I don't want to delete the data. You may now remove the... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to get the data transferred onto here so I could show you what's gonna be happening next. And it may not happen with this computer if it's gonna keep being a bitch. I do have a backup. It's called the G4 Cube, because that thing does everything. Except... you can't plug your headphones into it. Kind of like the iPhone 7. Anyway, it's funny how tech repeats itself in circles, right? I did a video on that, actually. So, be right back. Alright, so since I can't seem to get that flash drive working, I'm just plugging in the old super drive again, and I'm going to burn the files I need to a disk. Focus. 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 There we go. So, 60%. All right. It's getting there. All right, the disk burned and ejected, but of course, that can't happen without some kind of error, like I always get. This is stupid, and I want to punch somebody. Probably this computer. Anyway, let's take a look and actually diagnose the problem. So the disk can't be verified. It might be unreliable, so it might still work. Try again using a new blank disk. Error code 800-20063. Call that for support. Yeah, just kidding. That's not a phone number. All right, well, guess what? We're going to try it anyway. Put it back in. Hit OK. Yeah, you... What? Wait, what the... No! Yeah! Just go in! That's what she said. Anyway, let's try that again. It's loading and spinning up. I hear it. I hear it. Come on. All right. It looks like it's working. Did you just see what it might be? Oh, maybe you did if you were paying attention. You can rewind the video if you want. All right, so the disk seems to work on this computer. We're going to test it now on the other machine. I just realized I burned it at 24x. That's not a 24x CD-ROM drive downstairs in the studio, is it? Shit. This may not work. Again. Okay. Boy, what a night. I have a CD here with the software on it because I can't seem to transfer this stuff any other way. So I'm going to try CD. And I'm afraid I burned it at a speed that this might not be able to read at, but I don't know if CDs work that way. It might still just work. Oh, hey, maybe it did. Hang on. Oh, we might be getting somewhere. Hang on. Oh, I'm going to drag this to the desktop, make a copy. Holy shit, this might do something. Now again, I don't know if this program can open. And yes, if you figured it out by now, this is iMovie 1. This is the first version of iMovie that was ever made. If you look at the icon, it has the DV logo on it even. Yes. Like DV tapes. That was huge for 1999. Steve Jobs was basically saying desktop publishing was big, the next thing is desktop video. And he was right. It really took off. And I think it's fair to say that iMovie was at the forefront of a lot of that. So, in a future episode, and maybe in other productions from the Computer Clan, I would love to have this showed off. But it may not work on this computer because I forgot this is not a FireWire model. But the good news is I have other OS 9 computers that do have FireWire, so that will be our backup plan. But for now, let's just see if this frickin' thing works. Can't find interface object movie bar. What the fuck does that mean? The programmer made an error. This is probably a bug. What? Okay, you're making fun of yourself right there. Shit. Well, that didn't open up. Honestly, I didn't think it would on this computer. This may not work on any other computer, but there's another Computer Clan member, I think, that used this exact same copy, and it worked for them. But they were probably using it on a computer it was compatible with. This computer actually predates iMovie by just a little bit, and that was an oversight. So anyway, that's going to be in a future episode, but the main goal for tonight was to get frickin' OS 9 installed on something. I only half won because I can't use iMovie with it, but at least I got it installed, so I kept my promise. So thank you for watching, and guess what? There's a lot more to come, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in the not-too-distant future. I am fucking done for tonight.
So in the last video, we had a laugh at some really transparently junky MP3 players. Some pretty good, some not so good. And the fun thing about these is, these really aren't trying to deceive anyone. They're never listed as iPods, even though this one is obviously it's trying to be a 6th gen nano knockoff, despite the fact that it's huge. And for a couple of bucks with free postage, hey, these can be a bit of silly fun. So I spend quite a bit of time on eBay just looking for interesting iPod stuff and whatever. And something that I keep seeing are these ads, which are obviously something's real up with them. You look at the price, like $100 for a sealed 5th gen iPod. This isn't saying it's a generic MP3 player. This is saying it's an Apple iPod. Oof, with a warranty. Heck, that's worrying, because usually that's the price for a good condition 3rd gen, let alone a new sealed one. I'm gonna take the bullet. I've ordered one of these. So then I realize, well, I'm gonna need a point of comparison, because this is a genuine fear. At some point, I'd love to get some brand new iPods. Then I'll just, keep them for a while before finally opening them up. And my fear is that I'm gonna get them, they're gonna look legit and proper, and then years later when I finally open them, to find out that they're total fakes. That scares me. So I ordered a genuine 5th gen box, getting a vibe on what a real box is supposed to look like. These are a lot smaller than I thought, actually. It's tiny. So I go buy dank pods on eBay, because my original thing was selling iPods on eBay. I called it dank pods. I bought this, and then the person replies with, "Are you the guy from YouTube? I've never been discovered before. This is absolutely nuts." And it was really cool talking to him, and then it turns out that he likes the mod iPods too, and that he sent me 4 iPods. You're nuts, mate. That's way too kind of you. It's fun finding iPods and hoping that they work, but these ones he sent saying that, yeah, these don't work. When they arrived already opened, you're in for a heck of a time. But I'm gonna save these for special projects, and I'll be sure to shout you out every time I use one. Thanks so much. So back to that fear of mine that I'm gonna get an iPod, it's gonna look perfect, I'll be like, woo, yeah, cool. Well, I just got the iPod, it just arrived. I took one look at the box, and a lot of my fears have been kind of quenched. So, are you ready? This is what I got. So maybe from afar, but when you get close, are you smelling the JPEG that I'm smelling? Look at the iPod font! It's so close, but there's just something wonky about it, isn't there? Yeah, okay, except for, again, smelling that JPEG. That side's pretty good. Not bad. That is the worst one. You can tell that this is like MS Paint spec box design. That's weird. Look on the bottom. Nothing at all. That's a bit thicker. Sizes are different, but you wouldn't know unless you saw them side by side. I know with new Apple products, they don't make any noise. They are all bundled up in there, but everything's just loose in here. All right, let's get in there, mate. Oh, I'm really excited. They sold 50 of these, and you gotta imagine the heartbreak when people get these, but maybe people don't realize. Oh yeah, another small detail, they don't get that Apple logo right. Same with the iPod here. It's sitting way lower. Keep an eye out for that, although usually what the scammers do is they post a picture of a real one and send you this one. This is fun. This is the closest I can get to a brand new one of these. I mean, they did sell me as a brand new one of these. Give me your treasures. Alright. That's not legit. Why can't they get this font right? It's free. So straight away, it's already very different. Oh man, I got the Apple stickers? You idiot, you should have taken them, mate. Oh, they just couldn't spring for that color printing. All right, let's look at the janky one. It's a photocopy? Oh, that's so funny. Look, it's a photocopy. Only, that's like a MacBook of some kind. I don't know what. I mean, for how crappy this bootleg is straight away, they they gave it a go. I mean, like, it's there. Oh, wow. I mean, look at that. That just reminds me of, like, 1996 and the teacher photocopying some work exercises for us. There's your hot and cold difference. Oh, look at this. iPod at a glance, using the controls? Are there different words in here? It's not a photocopy. It's slightly different. It's very different in very subtle ways that are somehow still kind of the same. Oh, ooh, it's new, guys. It's new. All right, we'll get to that in a second. We gotta finish exploring. What is in here? Oh yeah, that's how you know it's genuine, when it sends you earpods. No Apple stickers. Boo, I want a bootleg Apple stickers. Well, we're definitely gonna be plugging it in with the cable that they give me. These are real ones. There's the fake. The cable's a little bit thinner, but the proportions are the same. I mean, you'd fool someone. These feel like nothing. Anyway, I know, I'm delaying it. This is way crappier than I thought it was going to be honest. I'm thinking what they're doing is, they're taking iPods that already work, right? And they probably still have a half-decent battery in them, and then they're just putting a new case on them, because you can get the cases for like, you know, $5 or something. And then they're just selling them as new, even though it's genuine Apple hardware, and it works. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, that ain't Apple. Uh-huh. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. It's stuff that, you know, you see with a real one. You can tell that this is some sort of cheap top on it. Just like, there's like these weird details that make it look... I don't know if you can see in here. There's just a weird rough edge to it. Usually you can't feel a lip between the click wheel and the surface, but on this, yeah, you feel it. It's real rough. Yeah, alright. Oh man, look how wobbly, like, the plastic surface is. Look at that, look how wobbly. This is a dead one. This one that doesn't work. Alright, this is the real one. It's like a clown mirror. Alright, well, I got the screen capture going. I got me iTunes going. Let's, yibbity mate, let's grab this crappy cable. Don't worry, we're gonna open this guy up and we're gonna have a look inside. Oh wow, that fits awful. Oh, what a catchy name for this iPod. Administrator, that iPod. Is there anything on it? Interesting. That's fun because it didn't say welcome to your new iPod. It's gone, this is some Chinese manufacturer's administrator's iPod. So yep, nice small details there, guys. Look, it's synced to another iTunes library. Oh, there you go, there's the computer that they were using. Oh, that's so manky. Well, the cable works. Oh, wow, that is so sticky. Let's try out these headphones. Oh, wow. All right, the headphone jack is so crunchy. I just went like that and it finally played in stereo. These headphones, oh man. Just gotta see if it's the iPod that sounds terrible or those headphones. I'm guessing it's those headphones. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. The real ones, these aren't bad. I actually quite like these. I use them quite a lot. They're very, you know, I'm not precious with them. These are so fake. These sound horrible. These are like sub 50-cent headphones right there. Straight away, this guy's got a manky case, dirty sounding headphone jack. You know what? We're getting in there. Nah, we're not having this. Oh, yeah. Oh no, I've damaged it slightly. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's still on. This is not coming apart very well. Like a real iPod actually, oh wow, look, this is all snapped out and broken. That does not happen on actual iPods. Oh wow, that doesn't have any screws holding it in. That's so rough. That's why it's so hard to come out. It's all binding up. Oh, that is garbage. Yep, that's a pretty typical replacement battery, which is... Oh, I didn't even do the double-sided tape. There's a... Bah. Great. What's this? I'm thinking this is just a second-hand drive. These parts are kind of dirty looking. It really does. I think these are just second-hand parts with a brand new battery, and these batteries at warehouse prices cost so little. I mean, and look at this, like, that ain't new. Come on, that. I just want to quickly open up this one. This is a real one, just so I can look at the motherboard. I'm not seeing anything openly janky. I really do think that this is just a second-hand iPod quickly thrown together in a crappy box and then mailed off to you. If you bought the cheapest front and back case, this is what they look like. Oh dear. Oh, that's why. This piece of this goes together awful. It's the trademark of just these cheap top cases. They just... Man, look at that. There you go. There's no white bit there anymore. Yeah, this thing's nasty. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Oh, so crunchy. That's so awful. Thing about these as well, they're made of the softest plastic. With that lousy top case, it really doesn't look that good. I swear that this has got way more reflections on it. The problem with this one is it's got like a rainbowing effect to it compared to an original one. And it makes videos actually look like suck. Basically, yeah, it is a scam. They are selling you a new iPod, and straight away, it ain't. And it's just a used iPod with just bargain basement replacement parts. The back actually looks pretty nice. That's pretty cool. The front is awful. This doesn't fit good. Like, you can feel this weird edge because, you know, it's just the cheapest parts possible. Yeah, it's got a new battery in it, and, you know, who knows what the deal with that hard drive is? Who knows what that hard drive's been put through? They've probably just plugged it in, gone, hey, it works. Let's just run the gauntlet and see what we get. So that's my PSA. If it seems too good to be true, it just is. That's awful. So if you couldn't tell from my hideous voice, I'm Australian. There aren't even that many of us. In fact, there are 15 million more Californians than Australians. Most of us live on the delicious crust of this sand croissant, meaning not everything is released to us down here. Sometimes it's just not economically worth it. The less of something there is, the harder they are to find over time. That's why eBay is genius. I can buy from places where an item is common and bring it to this snake-infested, Vegemite-loving spider hole. The Zoot, for instance. When I did that video, there were literally none for sale at the time in Australia. Tough luck there, Microsoft. Most fun collectibles live in the USA and the UK. So much stuff is coming from these places that eBay teamed up with Pitney Bowes to start the eBay global shipping service. The buyers can just mail it to eBay's central facility and they handle the rest, like customs and such. Yes, the eBay facility opens the packaging for customs. Play the clip!
Gather information for customs processing.
Some awful things have happened there. But before I get to the latest issues, let's get up to speed with the parade of sadness. Let's bring them out. Let's bring out all the previous instances of using eBay global shipping, right? Look what they did to my boy. Oh my god. Slashed and dashed to pieces, mate. Top as well, like every corner right through is absolutely cooked. My Intel Space Nugget, I bought this brand new in the box. Are you noticing something? That's right, the box. I had to get a second one of these so I could get the box. When this entered Pitney Bowes shipping, they literally opened the box and then threw it away and sent me the rest. It's blown the surprise, I can see it's Nugget phones. Oh, my first rare iPod purchase, second gen classic, big chungo 20 gig express, and gosh, slashed right down the front. Oh, it's so deep, unbelievable. Oh, I found a box, third gen, gosh, so rare, and it got kissed with one of the blades. Oh, so careless, I hate it. I bought a lot of parts on eBay. They just tipped it all out and dumped it back in the box, and they scarred my Just Wireless wired cable. I got my money back for a lot of this stuff, but I only bought them because they were amazing deals. I didn't need another 4th gen photo iPod. I bought it because of the box. You know, it was all complete. And as a display item, it's pretty weak now. Haven't found a cheaper one since, and probably won't, to be honest. So my last eBay whinge video was a while ago, and I'm sure many of you people thought that maybe it's all been smooth sailing since then. No, I've just been turning the other cheek, as I hate making videos like this. I don't find them fun. I'd rather do fun stuff like running Doom through an iPod. But no, here I am, whinging about eBay because it's full-blown PSA again. But let's start slow. Lots of people messaging to say that they've used the GSP and it's been fine. Now, I order a lot of stuff. Like, holy wow, the nuggets I have in my hoard are sure to dazzle and delight. And a lot of them arrive fine. But I feel more out of sheer luck than actual quality control. Here's a shipment I only just got. Right, look at that. Pitney Bowes, mark of the beast. Let's have a look inside. Ooh, Ooh, sustainable packing material. Oh, that's really good. I like that. Good start. All right, so that's the bag that the item was shipped to Pitney Bowes in from the seller, and then we just have the item resting on the floor. Bet you didn't know Polaroid made bootleg nanos. What a glorious nugget. It arrived fine, but it's like a child packed it. All right, put item in box. Good. Now add packing material. Good. Living in this 2D world where packages are never upside down. Now all that packing is pushing the item to the top where it can be damaged. Maybe 80% of the good ones arrive like this. Yeah, I mean, they technically did a bad job, but the item's fine, so I won't complain, because the effort of complaining is so convoluted. I swear it's a strategy to deter people from complaining about how rubbish even their successful deliveries are. Now, this next one didn't get a full slash and dash, just a kiss, but it was my brand new in-box M-Robe. It's tiny, right? So I didn't complain, but this is their little technique they do. Whenever that happens, usually these are found upside down in the box. As soon as I saw it was upside down, I got my phone camera out, and sure enough, just a kiss right there. But it's time to get to the elephant in the room and the title of this video. Now look, we all have dreams. 1 million subs, that'd be pretty slamming, but you know, to be honest, 200k is still like outstanding. And no, Google never sent me a plaque. Yes, I did send a request form. Google is as Google does. But I wanted something fun to tease you guys as a goal. It was something to do if it was finally time. You know, what's one of the best things I could do? Open a brand new iPod. You know, worst come worst, if I don't hit a mill, hey, I get to keep a brand new iPod. I wanted to find a brand new 7th gen because, I mean, that was the last one they made. But folks could be asking like $1,000 for this model all sealed up in its plastic. But I found one where the very corner had been torn, but the rest was sealed. And at half the price, I was like, this is my only chance to get one of these. Check out this hideous nugget from the thousands. Isn't it beautiful? But you can see it's got a little tear in the plastic, but we can all agree that it's sealed, right? No one's been in here. The 7th gen I ordered was just like that. The very corner was missing, but the rest of it was still sealed. That's good enough bait for me. They unsealed it. They just opened it right up. You know, like the packaging is just smushed into the box. Well, this was just smushed in as well. Just like, there you go, your extra packing for you. So instead of saving this experience from my impossible goal, I now had to rummage through it to see if anything was removed. It's still in there. She's new. Woo! 1 million get. And yeah, there you go. It's all in there. It's just been unsealed. And sure, the iPod inside is still sealed, but it's just been spoiled. I mean, it's like someone blowing out your birthday candles for you and going, yeah, but you still get some cake, mate, so like stop complaining, eh? But I mean, eBay will sort this out, right? I started the whole kerfuffle the way it always starts. You message the seller and you know, hey, it's not your fault, but I need your cooperation. No reply. I had to wait a week before eBay would even step in, and they actually agreed for the refund. I'm like, yeah, I'll let this issue go then. No need to do a big stink video. I mean, I'm really annoyed to lose a sealed iPod for such a good price that I'll probably never see again, but you know, whatever. I waited a week. Still no refund. I messaged them and they say, oh, it will happen this week. I wait another week. No, I message them again. And they're like, oh, that's strange. I'll have it handled. One more week. No lie, they flipped around on me and said, your refund has been delayed as we've changed our mind and are not issuing a refund. We've done a thorough investigation and we all agree that the item is still in perfect working order. So you can still use it. Thanks for using eBay. And that's that. Believe me, I argued for more. But every time I did, a different team member would message saying, they've conducted a thorough investigation and it's final. Thanks for using eBay. A different person answered every time. I was merely being buck passed around. Yes, I argued that it can't be a thorough investigation if they agreed to a refund then flipped after 3 weeks of waiting. Awesome. $500 gone. I actually had plans to pay bills with the refund as they agreed to the refund. I'd love to show you the chats we had as proof of the refund, but when I asked for permission, they said even with everything blanked out, I ain't allowed. So there you go, get a dog up your eBay. Now, this was like a month ago, and I caught the mads big time, but I still had items coming in from GSP. I figured I should wait for them all to come in, because surely they'll do one more slip up, surely, and boy did they! This literally landed on my lap 2 days ago and spawned the belly fire for me to finally do this video. Come with me, my boy. Look what they did to my boy. Here's the box. She's rough, isn't it? Oh man, these things get kicked around hard. Now, opening the box, look, you can see the slash and dash attempt there, whoosh, but thankfully, it didn't touch my glorious Goodman. I love that name. It sounds like a brand of stretch fit jeans for fat people. Packed like a child had packed it, of course, this sitting right on the top. In the listing, it had the device, the cables, the headphones, stole disc, all that good stuff. Well, when I got it, I got nothing! Nothing! It's nothing! It's gone! My Goodman's gone! How dare you steal a nugget from me! Oh man, this guy was sitting on eBay for months and months and months and months, and the price kept coming down, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna get the boy. I'm gonna get my Goodman. And on his transit on the way to his loving home and YouTube infamy, he was literally abducted at the UK Pitney Bowes eBay facility. All I have left is this documentation, which was honestly underneath a piece of foam, and what makes me think it was just stolen. Sure, you could argue that it was just misplaced, but man, with their track history, like, they only took the good stuff. Device, the disc, the headphones, the cable. This stuff was underneath some foam, hiding. I reckon they would have taken this too. They didn't take Goodman's egg bag, though. This is a good egg bag. So whether it's the UK facility or the Kentucky one, oh man. My sweet boy. You know, during like the first stages of the pandemic, I got scammed through eBay twice. I ordered hand sanitizer for a huge markup price, of course. But then eBay cancelled the listing due to their policy of selling important stuff at a markup. But then my item never arrived, and because eBay deleted the listing, I couldn't argue for my money back. $50. Actual, gone. And I needed paper towels to clean Frank's stench dungeon. I found 1-ply paper towel rolls. Picture showed 6 of them, and the price was cheap due to the big postage, but I figured, oh, well, 6 rolls of paper towels are quite clumsy and big. That makes total sense. This is what I got. A single roll showed up. 1-ply, not even perforated. Look at this. I've even got the receipt in here as proof. See? In March, towels, bulk, 1-ply, $18.90 for a single roll of 1-ply unperforated paper towels. It gets better. eBay closed all of its call centers. I even had a paid subscription to get extra eBay support because I was buying so much stuff. And nope, all the phones are off. Literally, that was it. You just left to the wolves. I rent a machine through Apple's business end, and my product manager merely moved operations to her own home. Business as usual. I mean, it was awesome. I needed help with some stuff, and they were right there. Nice work, Apple. Thank you so much. eBay, literally nothing. The call would just say, sorry, we're closed. Good luck. Scammers win. This is literally my souvenir of the COVID days. If it looks lousy, well, you know what? The COVID days were lousy. But yeah, people suggesting that I should ask the sellers to use more packing material to be more careful. But how do you win when the item's literally stolen out of there? That's it. No strategy can fix that. I even reached out to you guys for stories, and considering I don't have a big channel, most of my viewers are in the USA and UK. By the way, you guys in the USA and UK, if you're buying stuff within your country, you're not using the global shipping, unless you're selling to folks overseas. Yeah, I still had piles of people messaging with stories of woe. So let's all have a montage. Things in life can make you sad, and things in life can make you mad, like buying some things online to find them slashed and dashed by old mates in Kentucky and the UK as well. The smallest demographic of my small fan base, and yet still get all of those examples. Even my friends have been victims, guys. They got James, the hero that Bluetooth modded my iPod and saved that magpie that flew into his chicken coop while filming. He ordered a Pico from the USA. eBay Global Shipping removed all the seller's packaging and then threw them in a box with no padding. And then this happened. It's very sad. Nope, he didn't get a full refund, and the seller had to pay as well. Even if the service was perfect, it's too damn expensive. Pitney Bowes charges a premium. Like a $10 item can have $60 total shipping to get it to me, and they hide those fees right down at the bottom as well. It's so lame. You know, it's even for domestic stuff. I needed a doorbell, so I got one on eBay. It died within 3 months. It was 100% reliable until one night it was ding-donging at midnight. Now, when you trust your doorbell and it starts going bing bong, bing, 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 bing bong, bing bong at that hour, that ain't fun. Nah, it's just busted. I literally went to Bunnings and found a doorbell that had 2 receivers, double the range, for $5 less. I keep one in my studio, and look, A belt clip. If I'm outside hanging out with Frank in the sun, I wear this. I've never missed a package again. I wanted a new stovetop coffee percolator. The one I ordered was too big, but look how it arrived. Look at this damage. Coffee. And inside, no padding. This thing's way too big. But yeah, no handle. We have a Goodman and a handle on the loose. So the seller agreed to send me another one, and I was like, maybe not such a big one. And the exact same thing happened. Absolute incompetence. Welcome to eBay's standard. Even if you get your money back, what a waste of time and resources. The cheapest is never the best value, guys. Even if the handles didn't snap, these things are made out of crap anyway. I wanted to get some gel-filled pads for my M50Xs. Same ones I got on aviation headphones. Oh man, they just seal so good against my greasy face. These arrived. Number one, they don't even fit. Not even close. They didn't come with the inner pieces of foam like they actually promised. And worst of all, they're not even gel-filled. These are just foam wrapped in whatever. Look, it's got a breathing hole. If these were gel-filled, there'd be a mess everywhere. No such thing as a breathing hole on the gel ones. I was actually looking forward to playing with these and listening to some music after filming this episode, but nah, it just added to the episode. Thanks a lot, eBay, you scam merchants. So even for brand new stuff, eBay's, you're just rolling the dice big time. I started using Amazon for the first time, and stuff arrives like it was bespoke for me to be the first human hands on it. I liked it. It's a shame the Australian version of Amazon is like looking for a beer, but instead you find a lemonade stand. But I'm done with eBay. It's over. It's terrible as a buyer, it's terrible as a seller too. I mean, people ask if I still sell on eBay, and the answer is heck no, I don't. I was doing it because I was so broke working as a musician that a few bucks here and there was worth it. But as soon as I didn't need to do it anymore, I stopped. It's because the eBay fees are insane. They take a huge cut, and the more you make, the more they charge. Selling all MacBook Pro, you could be paying hundreds of dollars. And if something goes wrong, you might have to pay for that too. It's so sad. I love using eBay. How else would I find the cat zoo? What a delicious nugget from 2001. How would I stumble into my nightmares? Best fun you can have for 20 bucks is to just go nugget hunting, click a few buttons, and these grizzly beasts can be yours. But I gotta lead by example. I can't support eBay anymore, even for local listings, because eBay makes an absolute killing on every sale. I also want to stress that I don't blame the workers. Yeah, I don't blame them. They are regular folks doing their grind, and I know that they are being destroyed in this place. So, I mean, the whole USA's outgoing eBay sales through one facility. That's madness. They sell it as efficient. How? It means the package has to be traveled like 2 or 3 times extra to smash it through one crew of people. In eBay's video, you see a handful of people shuffling around. I bet that's a Sunday, and those miserable souls are asked to come in and smile for the big camera crew. I bet it is a madhouse all the time. And don't think they're gonna change. James's Smash Pico was back in 2015. They know this happens. They don't care. When I order from countries outside of the GSP, stuff arrives perfect. It even came with its hideous case. Like you'd want to protect this. Fits great, doesn't it? Can you believe no one bought these? Came from Slovakia. Also, when folks send me stuff direct, it arrives perfect. And guys, the waste. Holy wowzers, this is about 4 or 5 items worth of packing from the GSP. It's boxes inside of boxes and paper and plastic, but none of it used properly. You're killing the planet, you morons. This actually feels like a breakup. One of my favorite hobbies gone. But I mean, I have an amazing hoard of stuff to show you guys, like literal years worth. I'm finally ready just to stop using eBay. And guys, if it's new stuff you're looking for, your local stores have online sections and shipping, and I implore you to support them. You know, I found Frank while buying paint from a mum and dad hardware store, and next door was a reptile shop. I walked in and the rest was history. I bought my Grados from a specialist audio store here in Australia. Arrived in 2 days. They even had to source them from Sydney and bounce them to me express post because these are hard to find. Those guys really wanted to help me out. Like, you're not gonna get that on eBay. eBay's even partnering with Coles supermarkets to deliver groceries. Oh yeah, that's gonna go awesome. Oh, healthy banana, right? Customer's gonna love this. Just gotta make sure it's a banana. Yeah, it's a banana. Yeah, it's good. All right, we've got the box ready. Oh, toothpaste. Keep your teeth clean. That's heaps healthy. Right, just gotta make sure it's toothpaste. Yeah, that's toothpaste. Check it out. See that? It's toothpaste. Right, in it goes. Now you put the packing in. Get in it. Now she's ready to go to the customer, hey? But legit, I implore you to try and support your local business. They are literally dying for your patronship. And take it from me, spending an extra $20 to get something that you're not going to throw out immediately, Like, that's worth every dollar, innit? The race to the bottom in the name of convenience makes no sense. Like, when does it go too far? I mean, hey, did you know if you blend a Big Mac meal into a cup, you can have it in a single swig? That's convenient, right? In the 1800s, arsenic-filled wallpaper was never made illegal by the government, and no one stopped companies from making it. But it went away because people stopped buying it. People have the power, guys. If EA's games stink, don't buy them. No more eBay from me. I'll just figure it out. But there's only one thing left to say, which is thanks so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons, these stinky names right here. You know, $1 a month, I do extra vids. I'm really looking for a bit of a pick-me-up, so mate, we're gonna open up the cat zoo. I mean, someone already has at some point for whatever reason, but, you know, let's have a look at this. It's gonna be good fun. So, sorry about the whinge, you know, I'll see you next week for something fun, right? Woo.
Time to send it off to the customer, hey? You know they're gonna love it. Good luck out there then, Matt.